Hey everyone, hello, this is Maoge here, also Maoge, and welcome to the first ever Maoge moment. This is a Maoge moment. Yeah, this is a YouTube exclusive segment. This segment will only be on YouTube. It's a Maoge moment. The rules of a Maoge moment are fivefold. One, I have to mention Amadioha somehow, because there's something, and I already did because I said Maoge. Maoge is another name for Amadioha. Two, I have to mail whim, which means I just have to do me. Three, I have to post it only on YouTube. Four, I have to not promote it, it'll just be on YouTube. And then five, what's the fifth one? The fifth one is I just go forward after I post it. I'm a Ghanaian. So, I've already fulfilled my requirement on the video. I said Maoge, I mentioned Amadioha, and then I'll just be doing things. So right now I'm eating. What am I eating? I'm not eating the best stuff. I'm eating a sweet potato that I just put in the microwave so it doesn't make me sick. Oh Lord. Better technology. Yeah. Yeah, I'm eating that because, I don't have someone to cook right now because making food is actually a complicated process. Not all of it's cooking. I can get the overall big idea, and then I can do what I did here where I get rid of the disease. I can't do the little stuff to cook it. It's not my skill set. Because don't let anyone ever tell you that cooking is not a skill. It is a skill. I mean, why do you think all those high-powered chefs like Gordon Ramsay are making so much money? It's a skill now. And even he doesn't do the details of the cooking. I mean, honestly, I wonder if the guy actually cooks himself, because it looks like all he does is yell at people to cook for him. I don't know. If you know how his operation works, let me know. But anyway, yeah, cooking is a skill. It's just stupidity. Like, people think all these little household tasks are not a skill. Oh, sweeping's not a skill. Dusting's not a skill. Decorating the house is not a skill. I mean, that's all just stupidity. And shout out to the El Tigre. You see there, Kamalu. Agelu. Extreme cat, yeah. Anyway, yeah, so I need better food. I need to know more people. But yeah, anyway, let's go forward with the Maoge moment. Ooh, ha. Ugh. Akonuche, Akonuche. Akonuche, Akonuche, Abumia, Abumia. Akonuche, 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 Chocoloco. Akonuche, Chocola. Akonuche, 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 Akona. Abumia, Abumia, Abumka, Karaka. Ka, Karaka. Ka, Karaka. Kalakanu. 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 Also, I've already made my return to posting long YouTube videos. Already made my return. Those of you who've already seen Nabe, a video I put up on Chimoge's comments earlier, thank you, keep watching. This video too, that's video one. On Chimoge's comments America, I put up the video, Republicans are evil, Republicans are evil. So yeah, that's I'm already back. Yeah, I took it was not at all a break from working, and for most of it, it was not at all a break from making content. Really, it was just, I took a break posting long form videos online, and then for a period of like 2 months, it was a break from posting, period. Just because I was low on food, low on energy, but then also I wanted to re-strategize and reform my content. So I was in Okukonka, which I don't know how you really translate it. Really, you could call it Okuko mode. The Okuko is the name of the animal that you usually call a chicken. It's not a chicken. Chicken apparently is some sort of hell beast. But anyway, that's all cocoa. That thing you see on the farm is all cocoa. But anyway, I went in there end of January. Before that, I just wasn't posting YouTube videos because, I posted I Hate Barbers. That was November. Was that the beginning of December? No, that was November. So 2 months without posting isn't that bad. But not that you can't take a long break from posting on YouTube. It's just like, it's not that long, I should say. It's bad. But anyway, I was just doing other things. I was posting a lot on X. And then I was also, expanding. And, I was also tired, right? There's a lot going on. You've obviously been following my family situation. If you haven't checked out my video, My Family Abused and Abandoned Me, right here on YouTube. But then also just low on food. And my overall situation is still unstable. Still not perfect. Please donate to my GoFundMe as well. Link is in my bio. It's called Help Chimoge eBay Avoid Being Homeless. Help Chimoge eBay Avoid Being Homeless. Still need help. Still got a ways to go to reach the goal. But thank you to those who've donated so far. Thank you to Tiana of Fab Socialism. By the way, it helped me a lot when I was able to get on her show. That was December. I got an increase in subscribers and also more donations. It was a big help. Um, she also donated. We donated like 3 times. Thank you so much. But anyway, and check out her stuff as well. But anyway, then what was I saying? So anyway, I needed food, so I just decided to take a break from posting after that period, just to really look into what's called the OG, the blackness. Everyone has their own blackness, right? It's one of the things. Shout out to OG. Shout out to Onishi OG, the head of blackness I just met. I highly doubt they know who they are, because I'm explaining the things more and more. Basically, there's 49 things that make up all of existence. On each planet, each one has a head. The head comes as a god, which is our category, which we call human beings, which is too narrow. It's not bad to not be a human being. It just, we're not all human beings. But anyway, the whole point is there's 49 of us, but in a normal society, and this society is not normal. People pass away way too early. In a normal society, people would tell us who we are, but it would not click who we are until we're about like 500 years old. Because again, gods are supposed to live a lot longer than we do. Right now, they say that life expectancy, say in the West, on average, maybe like 80. Way too short. There's 2 types of people. There's leaders, and then there's followers. You could also say leaders and commoners, and then in my language, Akula language, which most people call Igbo now, even though they shouldn't, and it's not their fault. I wasn't able to fully put together the real name of our language until talking to spirits. So, I don't think you're a bad person if you call our language Igbo. It's just something that happened. But anyway, you could call us Ndueze, the leaders, and Nduala, the followers, the common people. So followers or common people should live on average about 275 years, and then leaders should live on average 275,000 years. Wait, do I have that right? I'm sorry. Commoners on average is 250. Leaders on average should live 275,000, and some people live less, some people live longer, because everyone has their own max lifespan. My max lifespan is 300,000, and when I say max, I'm not saying it's like optional. That's what you should reach, right? There's other people who's 299,000. Some people it's 250. That's the minimum for a leader. For a follower, the minimum is 210. So we're not meeting our marks. But anyway, everyone, it will not fully click who you are until you're about 1,000. For most people. Well, that's the longest, actually. I'm sorry, I'm hearing from spirits in real time. It's 1,000. The minimum is apparently me, it's 200, because as you guys know, I'm a deal. But anyway, long story short, that's how it would be in a proper society. In our societies today, people will not even hear who they are, because we don't have people who are much older than us. So because of that, for the heads of the things, the Onishi or Nduishi, same thing, they won't even begin to understand who they are for a while. When I meet them, as the opportunity comes, I'll tell them. And by the way, there are other special people too. And just because you're not a special person doesn't mean you're not special, if you get what I mean. Like the average person has their own special aspects, their own journey. Really, like, you still have to come to your own journey to understand who you are. And you won't fully understand who you are for hundreds of years at least. Even me, there's still a lot about myself I don't understand, because I'm only 26 years old. And my relatives who passed away told me they didn't even expect me to know all this until I was like more than 100 years old. Really, they say they were gunning for 250. But anyway, the whole point is, the heads, unfortunately, we don't know who we are yet, but I'm trying to increase the awareness, praying they all get the awareness. But I just met the head of Blackness, and by the way, Blackness is a woman. Blackness is is one of the feminine things, has more substance than idea. And by the way, check out my list of things that I posted online. I'm gonna put in the community tab as well. I messed up. I put up one list, but then I forgot Ikenga and Iru, two very important things. There's 49. Anyway, check that out. But anyway, Head of Black is a woman. Shout out to her. Met her recently. She's cool. And when the time comes, I'll tell her who she is. Hopefully, doesn't think I'm crazy. Yeah. By the way, if you get a lot of messages from spirits, the best way to not look crazy is to make sure there's an end goal to your message. Don't just go up to someone and go, I heard from Shabalala that, we're supposed to have wings and run around and then, talk for an hour. Just have an end goal and be polite, and also just be conscious of our current context. Like, people do not a lot of people get clear messages from spirits. They just don't act on them and don't understand them, or choose not to look into them. And there's a tendency to act like that stuff doesn't exist. But then also most people don't get them. There's a minority that get them, and I'm like, come on, do better. But most people don't get them. My whole point is, it's not normal for someone to go up to you and say, hey, spirits told me, you're the head of Blackness. Spirits told me, you're the head of our greatness. Oshun, Ayin, Kai. Spirits told me, you're the head of the leader. Spirits told me you're the head of movement, you see. Spirits told me you have a position in Utabua, which I'm going to talk about. Basically, it's what all those superhero teams are based off. It's real. Spirits told me that in your past life, you were your great-grandfather and you were great. Like, it's not normal. So just say it in a way that, like, people will know you're sane, Say it in a way that respects that, people will be surprised. Don't just go up to people and start talking. You still have to be social, And at the end of the day, right, a lot of these spiritual messages we get, they're stuff that you're supposed to, what is called tina egogi, right? Put in your ego, which you can't really translate. The thing that gives you life, you're just supposed to hold on to it for future reference. You can't necessarily act on it in the moment. It's just supposed to give you support. Now, don't get me wrong, there's a lot you should, but most we can't really act on in the moment. It's just general knowledge. So don't fight people if they don't believe you. That's crazy. And at the end of the day, if you're a good person, the worst they'll do is go, well, if they're a good person, because there are bad people who will reject you, but if they're a good person, you're a good person, the worst they'll do is go, man, I don't know, you crazy. And then you go about eating or whatever you're doing, Anyway. Also, you can mishear. I mishear stuff every once in a while. Shout out to Publix. Got the Publix brand ginger ale here. The This is a medium size. I don't know if they call it small. 85 cents. Good to drink. Good for your health. Okay, I'm done eating it. I have a habit. Let's just share something. I have a habit of and maybe a lot of you know this. I didn't miss details. My relatives actually tell me things. They laugh because I miss small details. But I have a habit of scraping. I hope you guys see that. Anyway, I have a habit of scraping every crumb off the sweet potato, but I shouldn't do that because the little pieces of I don't know how you could say it in English. The rest of the sweet potato, whatever, aren't very nutritious, and there's a lot of unhealthy materials. There's a lot of really poop in there. Because poop is a much broader concept than we know. It's not just the stuff that, you know, comes out when you use the bathroom when you go number two. It's just a lot of different types of waste or poop. So shouldn't really eat that. But anyway, this clip is over. But I'm gonna make more clips of this Maoge moment. So yeah, I'm just taking a bathroom break. All right, see you in a sec. Caught you. Hey guys, Maoge moment back again. The Maoge moment continued. The title of this one I decided before I even made it. I'm gonna call it "Don't Label." I say don't or do not. Something like don't label spirituality or do not label spirituality. I think do not label spirituality because I mean, there's no such thing as spirituality, really, just being a person. But anyway, don't label your spiritual practice or whatever, quote unquote. Just be a person, be a person, be a good person. Anyway, I'm going to be doing some work, and you can watch me, work around the house, and then also just work for OZ Bangwoku. Check out all that stuff. Yeah. Oh, Saberoo, 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 do. Oh, Saberoo, 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 do. Oh, say, Saberoo, do. Oh, Saberoo, do. Oh, Saberoo, do. Oh, say. Oh, say. Say, Maru, I do. Say, Maru, I do. Maru, I do. Say. Say, oh, 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 say. Oh, Saberoo, I do. Oh, Saberoo, I do. Oh, say, ah. Oh, say. Oh, say, Brew, I do. Brew, I do. Brew, I do. Say. Brew, I do. Brew, I do. Brew, I do. Say. Brew, I do. 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 Brew, at you. Brew, at you. Brew, at you. Oh, say, 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 oh, Brew, I do. Brew, at you. Brew, at you. Brew, I do. Brew, I do. Sala, say, Sala, say, Sala, say, Brew, I do. Brew, at you. Brew, I do. Say, Brew, I do. Brew, at you. Brew, I do. Say, I brew. I brew. I brew. Caught you, choo. Caught you, choo. Caught you, choo. Ha, caught you, choo. Ha, caught you. All right, let me work now. Oh, say what I do, caught you. Abumo para akila nuwa. Abumo para akila nuwa. Abumo para akila nuwa. Kanye wa. Oh, say Barua. Okay. Yeah, so say Barua. God, you. Boo. Oh. Maybe I'll give y'all different angles so you can see me. See me. See me. See me, ninja. See me, ninja. See me, ninja. See me, ninja. Kind of a dirty spot. You get man. Ooh, I'm mutabwa. 11-11. By the way, 11-11 is double sweet or double sweetness in my language. Utabwa. Uto abwa. Utabwa. Whenever you see it, make a wish. Utabwa. 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 Uh-oh. Learning a lot about numerology, folks. Those videos will be coming out. Numerology, psychology, zambology, all the ologies. Ology, tautology. I don't really learn much about tautology. Kind of forget what that is. I think it's when you say something ridiculous repeatedly, something like that. I don't know. Oh say, baru I do. Oh. Say, baru I chew. Oh. Ouch, ouch, my back, me back, me back. Ugh. You know, we're supposed to be able to have the power to just work without looking down, because gods aren't supposed to look down. So we're supposed to be able to raise stuff up and just do things. And then also we should be able to, like, you know, keep notes in our E with the energy, all that stuff. But we are weak, so we can't do it. So a lot of these back problems we have, it's just we need to get our powers back. Anyway, just a tidbit. Oh, say, oh, say, oh, say, what do I do? Oh. A Maoge moment. Maoge, 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 Maoge. Gemente, Maoge, abum Maoge, ge, abum Maoge, ge, abum gede kwanu, abum gede kwanu, abum gede, abum gede, get to minty, big go, get to minty, get to minty, Sri Matre, Obi and Kada, ooh, get to minty, 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 tinty, tinty, titty, get to minty, 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 Get to 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 minty, ha ha, get to minty, bigger get to minty, bigger get to minty, bigger, get to minty, bigger, get to minty, hapu hapum, 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 hapu hapum nuzo. Hapu hapum nuzo, hapu hapum, hapu hapum, hapu hapum nuzo, hapu hapum, hapu hapum, hapu hapum nuzo, hapu me shelize, hapu me shelihen, hapu me shelihen, hapum nuzo, huzo, biko, huzo, biko, huzo. Biko, guzo. Biko, guzo. Utabo ka. Ahụrụ ya. Utabo nagwo kalakan. Utabo nagwa kalakan. Utabo nagwa kalakan. Utabo nagwa kalakan. Koto kanchom ru I just discovered it. That's my Lumba. Instead of saying kanchomru. Both mean, can my desires reach their goal? Great way to pray. Kansharamru. Nshara. Yeah, I shut 'em. Yeah. Let's take these also. Cause I'm not gonna take these. What is my this? Okay. All right. Let's go. This is the stuff that Excuse me. Ooh, saberoo, 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 do. Saberoo, 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 do. Let's go. Yeah. Say. say, oh say, oh sala say, oh say, oh say, oh sala say, oh say, oh say, oh sabaru, oh sabaru, oh sabaru, oh sabaru, oh say, aburu say, oh say, aburu say, oh say, aburu say, oh say. Doing this to clear out bad energy. Everyone should do this regularly. Our energy is supposed to flow. I know different people have different names for it. Some people might call it Tai Chi, Kai Gong, or Qigong, whatever. There's not really a name for it. It's just something God should do. Really, every category of being should do in their own way. So I'm just doing that while I'm thinking, hearing from spirits, trying to get the message clearly. Ooh, oh say, aburo say, karat. Anyway.
Tabo Kalakan, Nagum, Kak, and Chamo Bunaru, Kansharamru. Take some time to double the Olumba, Kalumban double no mission corner. God.
that's the end of this part of it. I'll add in one more clip. God. Everyone, hello everyone. This is the last part of the first ever Maoge moment. This is the last part of the first ever Maoge moment. I'm gonna go on here for at least another like 20 minutes or so. I want the overall video to go over 2 hours. Cause why not? Do well. It'll do well on YouTube here if it's over 2 hours. I think also give you guys a lot of content. So yeah. Okay, I'm just thinking how to prop this thing up. Also, spirits are telling me something. No good way to say things in English. Oh my God, this language die. Try to see my face. I know, read the pen. The pen is mightier than the sword. Whatever. Oh, is that a sneeze coming? Alright, anyway. Looking up some stuff, and then I'll get some food. By the way, like I said, I still need more food. Need more money to food, so please donate to GoFundMe. I think I mentioned that earlier. Help Chimoge Ibe avoid being homeless. Help Chimoge Ibe avoid being homeless. Again, my situation is still, not totally secure. Improved the situation, but I'm not, not at full stability yet, and I'll go into more detail about it. I know on this video I haven't been talking about it, and on the Nabe video I released, I haven't been talking about it in as much detail as I was before, just because certain complications have come up. But just because I'm not going into detail doesn't mean it's resolved. Okay, please keep that in mind. And then also, of course, donate to Chimoge's comments, subscribe. You can subscribe by joining my Patreon. And yeah. Anyway, let's look things up.
Still here, guys. Sorry, my nails are a bit too long. I haven't cut them. Although I stopped cutting my nails to the bone. It's not healthy. So I don't cut them to the bone. They're gonna be a little ta, you know, but it's a bit too long. Just been tired anyway. And I work is ha ha. And I'm zemanu ha ha. By the way, if you speak my language, which most people call Igbo, but it's called Akula language, should be these things. Your nails, they're called Ezaka, leaders of your. Aka's not hand. That's not the right word for this thing. Leaders of your extended, but just call them Ezaka. What do we call them now? People might just call them nails on it. So let me look it up. What do people call it? Let's go Igbo word. Igbo. I'm forgetting. I'm gonna go Igbo Google Translate actually. a thing now. Fingernail, is it? Okay, I think I've heard this before. Mbaka. Mbaka. Be Mbakagi. No, that's in Shoku. Anyway. It's Izaka. Ize. Just like the stuff in your mouth, they're not just called Ize. Ize just means leader. These are Ezonu, the leaders of your mouth. Lezonum. Yeah, so anyway. Ize means leader. Abumezua. I'm the leader of the world. Abumezua. Lezonum. Lezakam. Anamezemanu zemanu zemanu Anamezeo kwana By the way, Kwana is another way to say Kwana. When you start singing and talking to spirits, these things come out. There are many variations of the words in our language. It's not just the stuff people commonly say. And I don't know. I guess if you take a Central Igbo class, they'll tell you. I don't know. I mean, not to hate on everyone who makes as Central Igbo classes. Some of them mean well, but I mean, Central Igbo is not proper. The Central Igbo is a subset of Araloku, by the way. Like, how the hell do you just? I don't know. What did they do? I think the guy who created his name is Alumba. Ironically, how can your name be okay? Well, it's not his name. This is his last name. His first name is probably like Patrick or something. But anyway, but the name you're commonly known by is Olumba, which means basically dialect, what people would translate. But Olumba, Olumba. Okay. People translate it as dialect, but that's wrong. It's Saraloku. I mean, it's hard to say. It's impossible to say things properly in English. But basically, Olumba's dialect. Spirits just told me they've mixed up the concept of dialect so much that they lost it. But anyway, Olumba. Okay, they've mixed up the concept of Olumba. Dialect, what does dialect mean? Okay, dialect means Asusu, and Asusu is language. But that's another thing. We don't even know how to call it. Like, Oku and Asusu are not the same thing. Oku is a part of Asusu, right? And Asusu is not just the words you're saying. It's also like how you're moving and all that. That's a language, right? And Patois is actually the same thing as a language. Oku is just word. So word is part of language. But like stuff like, I guess, okay, I'm sorry. Spirits are telling me most of what they call Oku now is actually Asusu. So anyway, but the whole point of this is I forget. I was saying something about Alumba. I got lost in all the Arala. But anyway, oh yeah. Anyway, so the guy's name is Alumba, which basically the name he went by, last name, whatever. And last names are not your name. Like you're just your name is just the name you were given, and then of the place you were born. Like my name is Chimoge Nke Ram. Chimoge of Ram. Ram is the name of the society I was born in. Yes, we don't have the proper names of our societies now, right? We have these evil societies and within societies and just other savage constructions. I live in the United States of America, which does not exist. People playing toy soldier around the border. But anyway, whole name. This guy went by Alumba. I think he's still alive. Anyway, the guy goes by Alumba, and I think there are others. This guy goes by Alumba. That implies you're supposed to, take care of, local languages, and just comes together and creates this aura local out of books, and I don't know, maybe he drew cards out of a hat, decided what to call what, put in weird sounds no one uses, like put it all over the place. You formalize the be. To be fair, I think that the be was on the rise before him. But and then just put a bunch of different Olumbas together in one, and then other things, other random stuff. I'm sure he put some English in there too, and then that is what everyone now in quote unquote Igbo land and all the quote unquote diaspora compares their language to. So everyone thinks their Olumba is bad, and it's weird because everyone's quote unquote Olumba now is bad because it's in Shoku, but it's not bad because it's not Central Igbo. Central Igbo is way worse. What the heck is that? Central Igbo. Even this is the central one. You people are peripheral, and no one actually speaks Central Igbo. And then it's weird. Most people speak quote unquote Owera Igbo now, but then people will say Owera Igbo is weird because it's not central. Most people speak it. Everyone can understand it basically. And then you have the stupidity when people are tired, or their cousin from England comes back home and speaks better than them, and they'll go, "Oh, that's not my Alumba. Oh, you're not speaking right. You said aqua, not aqua." You know what they're saying. You're just embarrassed, or you have nothing. You're 43. You're unmarried, and then you want to get on someone for being younger. You go, "Oh, I'm your elder," and then you wrap up the language nonsense in it. I mean, come on. Anyway, all this Araloku and Shoku just enables a lot of stupidity. But anyway, the point is, don't speak Central Igbo. I'm sympathetic to people who teach Central Igbo, as like a gateway. I'm very sympathetic to that. But I've thought about, I talk to spirits very against Central Igbo as am I, but like even more than me. Okay, they told me I'm more against Central Igbo. I just suppress it. That's probably true. But anyway, I don't know. I guess they made me acknowledge how against it I was. But don't. Again, to be clear, if you've taught Central Igbo in a class, I'm not necessarily saying you're evil. I'm just saying it's not the best thing to do. Albugiyado, you know what I mean? It's not of the ultimate goal. But anyway, I'm sympathetic to people who say we should teach Central Igbo as kind of a gateway to, learning people's languages. Say you're teaching a class in the U.S., you have people who come from a bunch of different villages with different Alumbas. But what should really happen, I'm going to do a video outlining this, is really you just have to talk about language in general and word in general, asusu in general, oku in general, talk about how it should be spoken, and then practice and give people the tools to practice wherever they live and travel. Because if Central Igbo is your gateway, then you're going to open up that gate and walk into some poop, basically. Or you might walk into a herd of deer, because it's it's deer stuff, it's savage stuff. By the way, a lot of names we call other animals are names for deer. Like Spirit told me that rhinoceros actually means deer. Of course, savage means deer. Deer and savage are the same thing. And then turkey actually means deer. So those animals are turkeys. The animals we call turkeys, those are ugala or land eagles, and we really should not be eating them so much. I would still say Thanksgiving is my favorite American holiday, but I don't like America. I don't like American holidays. I love Atlanta, though. Atlanta is not America. Neither is Florida. I love Florida. All the weird Florida man stuff, that's really just white people when you think about it. And, I don't know. Of course, there are weird black people in Florida, but most of the Florida man stuff is some white guy who ate bath salts. I mean, whatever. Anyway, obviously I live in Atlanta, and then Florida is also a great place to live. Right next to the Caribbean. What was I saying? I'm tired indeed. Anyway, speak well. I think that's what I was saying. I'll probably watch this back, or someone will show it to me and they'll laugh at how I lost my train of thought. But anyway, Shoku, fingernail, Mbaka. It's like Black Panther, Mbaku. Oh my God, that thing was terrible. Well, my ancestors actually like Black Panther. They say overall it was a net positive. Yeah, they said because the energy promoted, but I mean, oh Lord, Lord, the languages they destroyed to create that thing. How on earth are you? Okay, okay. To be fair, like a lot of African tribes have forgotten themselves, and people should be in places they aren't. But like, okay, okay, maybe okay. That's a complicated thought, actually. Okay, I used to be of the opinion that okay, Wakanda's bootleg. Let's be clear. What the heck is that? First of all, how is that possible? How could you have a bunch of black people who are that powerful and they just sit by and watch as white people come and destroy everyone else, and then no one knows? I mean, come on. What was Marvel doing? I mean, come on. I mean, I don't know. This is the biggest problem. It's impossible. How could they be that powerful? Because mind you, when Agawip is the 10th War to remove the leaders, a historical event that is often wrongly referred to as slavery or the slave trade. And I think I've already gone into that a bit somehow. I've gone into it. I think I need to make a video going more in depth, but I've gone into it before about how the idea that that was just about selling human beings is crazy. You don't do all. I mean, selling human beings doesn't make any sense on any level, and then to do all that just to get money doesn't make sense. They just wanted to delete black life. But anyway, mind you, black people were powerful during that event, and it was really just Mihele. It was just a savage thing. It was just crazy, random. I guess luck on the part of white people to label it loosely. I don't know if it's good luck for you if you get to delete other people. I mean, that's why they have a lot of bad karma. But anyway, it's really crazy that they were able to overcome us. We were powerful, but we didn't have. Okay, I'm just making sure I'm not missing something, because sometimes when I see crazy ideas, I'm just like, am I missing something? But anyway, we didn't have the kind of crazy. And by the way, I was just talking to my ancestors because they made me revise what I was about to say about the languages I'm getting into. But anyway, black people, we were more powerful than white people. They just overcame us through brute force and like random luck. But we did not have the degree of advantage that Marvel depicts Wakanda to have. Like, those people are invincible now. I mean, especially relative to the opposition. I mean, what is it? The bad guys in Marvel, what are they using? They're still using like glow guns, and then I mean, T'Challa by himself could take on the whole world. So yeah, and I think I'll just leave it there because I wanna stay focused on the point I was making. Anyway, so Wakanda's bootleg, and then also why do you have Western style technology? I'm sorry, I can't leave that alone. I can't leave that alone. Obviously, you would be using quote unquote magic and energy, and okay, yes, a lot of like this is complicated because as I'm learning from ancestors, we had a lot of Western designs and stuff were taken from Africa, but not to that degree. Okay, like I'm pretty sure they have like cars in Wakanda. Why do you have cars? Those things we call cars, those are like evil land vehicles. They destroy the environment. Even the spaceship, you're not supposed to be flying those things around close to the ground. Really, how spaceships are supposed to work, they're real, by the way. People on other planets have them. Our planet's just destroyed. The spaceship does not actually land on the planet. It hovers above the planet, and then it basically teleports people in and out, because that's the cleanest way to do it. And there's other levels in which that's better. But you're flying that thing low. to destroy the environment. And then what else are you doing? Were they like farming rhinoceroses? Or those things are called karata. Karata. What we call karate is really karata. They're a manifestation of kamalu. And of course, closely related to the animals they call horses, which are kara, right? If you put ta in kara, you get karata. But yeah, so the karata, you're like farming them. Why? This is craziness. I know Wakanda's very bootleg. Wakanda's very bootleg. And the fact they get conquered is the most bootleg thing about them. How do you have that kind of tactical and technological and energetic advantage and substantive advantage? You have an advantage in Atumatu. And then who even conquered them again? I don't even remember. Oh yeah, what is it? Delete Monger. I don't even know if his name earned the terms of service. I won't mention. I'll call him Delete Monger, who is just a weirdo. He's just a weirdo. What is he doing with those marks on it? Was it on his back or his chest? How does Delete Monger defeat you? How does Delete Monger defeat you? That's the most bootleg thing about Wakanda. But anyway, Wakanda's very bootleg. One thing about it, though, that I found bootleg that is actually not bootleg, I've learned, is that you had in one society many different quote-unquote native languages. And of course, obviously, I come from a quote-unquote immigrant background. And my God, you can't say anything right in English. What is an immigrant? We're just traveling. Immigrant. Also, there's nothing like immigration. There's just Ibosa, you ran away. So, look, I love Atlanta. I just don't like the manner in which many Africans just run away from home, and then they have kids like me here, and then they expect us to be happy. No, I need to live in my village now. Obviously, not obviously. I might have mentioned this before. I'm gonna go into more depth on this. I'm supposed to move around different places. Supposed to have a rhythm of like 5 different places I move between, and so are a lot of certain other people who are called leg people or ndugu, right? But anyway, so Atlanta is one of my places, but I should spend more time in my village now, and it's weird. Like, I guess Rom, which is the proper name for most of DC, where I was born, it's weird. I can't really say I was unhappy to be born there. That's like denying your birth or whatever. But like that, when I look at it now, I should not have grown up in that area. Mind you, I met some great people there, but that place is crazy. Just DC area feels like deletion. Okay, it's just deletion in the air. You can just feel the blood in the air because they've done a lot of bad stuff there in the past, and it doesn't attract good energy. People aren't as good. But anyway, I found it. You kind of have to step out of there to see it. Anyway, that's what happened. But don't worry, Rom will recover. I'll go back to the land of my birth. But anyway, the whole point is, obviously I'm not a Republican. I'm not saying everyone won. Before, I wasn't saying that everyone in one society, really what they should be called, what we're looking for when we say the words nation and country is society. But anyway, Obodo, same thing. Not saying they should all speak the same language, but from what I've seen, generally there is a language that is most dominant by a large amount in any society. So when I saw that in Wakanda they were all speaking Zulu and this, that, and the third, I thought, okay, they just put us all together in a weird way. But from talking to my ancestors, it's actually supposed to be like that. So that was actually a good depiction. Because it's only through manipulation and violence that you have, an Obodo where what is it, like 95% of the people speak one language, and then they suppress everyone else. And not that obviously I knew the suppression was bad, but I just thought naturally, okay, in one Obodo, most people, because most people will be of one tribe and speak the language. That's not true. Even in Obodo, it's not. There should be naturally more diversity in the tribes there. They're telling me it should be no more than 65% one tribe, right? I thought it would be fine if you have one where it's like 99% one tribe. And they're saying no, because that actually causes racism. Which, when I think about it, that makes sense. That's interesting, because I guess I always thought that, for example, if you go back to, right, the village where my patrilineage sits, Ojiurata. By the way, right now, Oji isn't in my IG bio. I put in Abaru Nemshir Ebem Alhafia, but that's not because I'm denying it. It's just because I'm matrilineal. 90% of people on Earth are matrilineal. When I say that, I mean like in terms of like metaphysics. I'm not talking in terms of cultural practice. But even now, in terms of quote unquote cultural practice, I'm matrilineal. I'm also patrilineal because in Aji they do patrilineage, but in BEM does matrilineage. It's weird. They'll still say, "Oh, you're from your father's village," but then in everything else they give you matrilineal privilege. So anyway, but we really all 90% of us are matrilineal. I am. So I just put that there first. That's the first one you should know. That's the matrilineal village for 90% of people is the village you should spend most of your time in, right? There's that, but then also my relatives have passed away. Did I mention this in the earlier chunk of the video? I recorded that maybe 2 days ago, because right now this is July 3rd, so I forget. Anyway, what is it? My relatives who passed away told me that my patrilineage actually originated in Ebem. Did we move, or were we moved? They said we were moved violently, yikes, to RG. When were we moved? It said only during Agawebala? What year? They said it started in 1867. Need to look into this. Yeah, that's what they're telling me. I believe it, honestly. Obviously, I'll look for support in life, because when spirits tell you stuff, you still have to look for support in life, or it's still best. I don't want to say have to. Sometimes you can just act on it. This is a piece of information. I'll talk to family members, we'll do research, and all this stuff. But, they told me that, the combination of those two things, and the fact that there's a limited space in my IG bio that I just put Ebem there instead of also putting RG. But I want to, if they give me more space, I'll also, I'll also put RG in there. I'm not denying my connection to that place. I mean, I guess the connection is more just a current situation. But most of my father's side is there. We say we're RG people because I guess it's our convention now. Apparently half the people in RG aren't really from there, which is sad. But that makes sense, because we assume that in Africa today, I think I definitely said this early in the video. Or was it in one of the other ones? Okay, whatever. Might be in one I haven't put up yet. But anyway, check out all my videos across YouTube. But anyway, Chimuge's comments, America, Inquiria, Uamozi, Ben, we'll check them all out. But anyway, the whole point is, we assume people in Africa all know their villages. That's not true. People got moved around by white people, white violence, all that. But anyway, the point is, I lost my train of thought again. I'm tired this morning. Right. So, take RG for example. I was talking about how apparently if you have more than 65% of a situation where more than 65% of the people in one society are of one race, that causes racism, right? Or to say it, to express that concept in Asakila Elabru, right? if you take a situation like RG, right, where most people are, black and do Acula. Let's go and do Acula. Let's go within the black race, right? Um, you know, Obviously there's a lot of racism that goes on there, but I assume that was just due to white brainwashing and manipulation of the situation. And by that I mean like on the um, pure, I don't know. Maybe this is an error I lied to mine too. Okay, they're saying it's not. It's just a wrong idea. But anyway, those are different things. I'll explain in a future video. But apparently, or I would assume that it was just due to the pure, I guess, psychological aspect. Like they show you, I don't know, Barbie on TV. Check out my video on the Barbie movie, by the way. They show you, I don't know, Tom Brady, and then I don't know. Do people watch Tom Brady and Audrey? I don't know. I don't think people watch the NFL. Or like let's use Chuku energy soccer, so-called football. Let's use You're always looking at I don't know, Kevin De Bruyne. So then you think white people are the best, and then because of that brainwashing, it dovetails and cascades down to all sorts of other races. And I thought that was it, but apparently just the very fact that more than 65% of the people are one race causes racism. And to be clear, you can have racism within the black race, okay? You can have an Akila person who's racist against Onyota, Onyota racist against Akila person, whatever. Ota is the basically the race that the Yoruba people currently were mostly created out of, right? Anyway, shout out to Yoruba people. Apparently, I have a lot of wiser Yoruba. Marriage is by destiny, But anyway, don't worry. I got wives in my own tribe too. I got wives in other tribes. Apparently, I got 45. So I got the girlfriends too. I got 55, 100 women. Anyway. But I'm not even kidding. Like, monogamy is evil. Like, I'm not, okay, I'm unique, but I'm not that unique. Like, most leader people have, like, okay, if you're a leader person, you didn't have a bad past life. You have, like, dozens of people you're supposed to date and marry. But anyway, and just look up statistics on how many people you know. Everyone in the current society knows at least a few hundred people, and a proper society is supposed to know thousands. So why could you not marry a couple dozen? With this whole idea that like if you have 10 friends you're doing well, that's crazy. That's why people are depressed. But anyway, basically you can have racism within the black race, and that exists. There's not really racism from black people against white people. Maybe there's one crazy person somewhere, but you can just ignore that person. He's not doing anything. But anyway, so to be clear here, when I'm talking about racism, I'm talking about racism of black people against black people. Okay, and then my answer is also telling me even racism, I guess self-hate of black people increases when, that's interesting, when more than 65% of the people in one society are of one race. Okay, I'll dig into that in the future. But yeah, basically, there should be that amount of diversity in race, and then of course a language in any society, which is depicted in Black Panther. That was good. The bad aspect of it, though, which they still not still agree, it's the wrong way of saying it, which they agree with me on, that I still maintain, is that you had our Aloku on display. Why were they speaking broken English in Wakanda? You were never conquered, yet you're speaking broken English. Unless I'm misremembering, I'm pretty sure there was pidgin English there, broken, same thing. Yeah, so yeah, like anyway, I've Black Panther videos coming up, but yeah, anyway. It's cold in your AC. AC is evil, man. AC is evil. You don't need AC. Why would you just bring cold in the building? I mean, does that make sense to you people? I mean, my God. Okay. So check out my music on Encoria. Check out my music on Encoria. I'm currently looking at how to get my music on some playlists. Looking at that casually. Please, you got a music playlist? Put my music on there. It's good. Okay. Lord, how do I categorize my music? Music is just Amadio, Amadio, Anamadio, Anamadio, Maoge, Kerom, ha, 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 ha. Amadio ha, Abu Mama dio ha, Abu Mama dio ha, dio ha, 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 dio ha, dio ha, Abu Ndiabia. my deal. Ha, ha, ha. Yeah. Check me out. Okay, I think I'll just call it African Music World. Why not? My characteristics? What are my characteristics? Am I psychological? I don't know. Put in the comments. Do you guys think in the comments? So for context, I'm looking at a service that apparently can put you in contact with people who can get you on music playlists. But anyway, am I psychological? Am I mid-tempo? Am I mainstream? What are my characteristics? I'll say I'm tropical. I think I'm tropical. I'm a child of the tropics, although it is pretty cold in DC a lot of the year. But it's not Massachusetts. Massachusetts. No, I know some cool people from Massachusetts. Most of the people are terrible. My God, worst place on earth. Anyway, shout out to my friends from Massachusetts. You're genuinely way better than everyone else in that state. Don't ever let anyone tell you that being a musician is not a lucrative career. That's not viable. It is. And it's something that honestly everyone can eat off of. That is if you're a musician. Obviously, not everyone's meant to be, but it is. You know, we're grown up, we're told, especially if you come from a so-called immigrant household where, I don't know, your parents are just a product of structural adjustment. They just go, oh, you got to be a doctor, a lawyer, engineer. Those are the only three jobs. Because I don't know, they got smacked by the schoolmaster too much. So you can't be a musician and talk about it like it like I don't know. They walked. A lot of people. Because it's not just immigrants. You have white people who do this too, non-immigrant, quote unquote. But what is an immigrant? You can't say anything right now. There's so many white people in this country. Their grandparents came from Sweden. No, I'm not an immigrant. Shut the hell up. My God. My Lord. I don't even know what to do. And then I can't even speak quickly because this exists in people who still live in Africa, still live in Asia, wherever their country, not in, but like, I don't know. I guess I should just say if you're not one of the world's richest white people, but I don't. There's certain groups of people who don't really do this though. It just like. Okay, let me say if you and your family are from Africa, Asia, and certain parts of Europe, there's this belief that you can only be a doctor, lawyer, engineer to succeed, otherwise you're a failure. That is just a product of Agawapalak, so-called colonialism, rightly called the war to remove the common person. They just and you know some of its after effects where they just said you know, let's trick these people to thinking we're going to give them money. So you believe that, and then you watch a lot of American TV where the musician is always, you know, some red-haired white guy who's playing the guitar in his parents' garage and, I don't know, simping over his next-door neighbor who's not interested until the last episode. interestingly. But anyway, um, that's the stereotype of musician. That's the idea. It's stupid. One, this is a business. This is business. You're creating a product, music, and you're marketing it. It's a business. And you could either enter the business as a business owner or an employee. You could be an employed musician and then just sell your product or have someone else sell it for you is basic. It's a viable business, viable industry, viable job. And also, if you're meant to be a musician, you will literally perish early if you don't do it. You have to do all your life's work that you're set out to do in yourself, in your E. Well, self is not E, in yourself and your E. Okay, let me say in your E. Yeah, self and your E. Sorry, I'm getting little corrections in my real time. But anyway, you have to do all that work, else you will wither and pass away early. So yeah. Anyway, okay. This looks like a viable service. By the way, send me your prayers. Send me your prayers. I appreciate all your prayers. Prayer is powerful. It's powerful. It's a powerful weapon of combat. Powerful means of reducing evil. Also powerful source of sweetness in this world. Please send me your prayers. Pray that I can get my music on some playlists. That would be good. Make more money from it as well. Still here, guys. Don't worry. Oh, I could get French fries right now. All right. Anyway, it's kind of cold in here. It's been cold, but I looked up what I wanted to look up. Just different stuff I wanted to buy, and I feel good now. Because it gives me a sense of my goal in certain things. This is stuff for the business, and it feels attainable. I can buy it, and it'll help me a lot. And you'll see the fruits of this soon. But anyway, this is Chimoge and K-Rom. Mahambu Moge Onyushikalaka. This has been a Moge moment. This will be going up on YouTube. Thank you. Support me everywhere. Like and subscribe. Please also join the Patreon. Please also buy my merchandise. Donate. Pray for me. And keep watching my other content. Thank you. See you.